Shalom Akim. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Waha Kwadash Wukah, Barakathum. I want to give double honor to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, and peace and blessing to the Akim that's doing his work in sincerity and truth. And I just want to just get into a quick little history lesson concerning Martin Luther King Day, okay, which is supposed to be celebrated as a national holiday, all right, to this day. But there was a history that led up to this point in time now, okay, all right. Now, he was ultimately a false prophet, okay, and he was basically set up by the elites, okay, all right, to cause our people to stray, and to put us in that trick bag, okay, so he supposedly was on the platform of through Christianity, okay, because he was a so-called reverend, all right. So he ran on a platform of Christianity, okay, and he talked about peace, so-called, all right. But that was set up by the elites, okay. But the sentiment of the country had different. The sentiment was different, contrary to what he was trying to preach, okay, because they were about division and segregation, and it just goes to show you that was the spirit to be in, okay, all right, because we were not supposed to be equally yoked up with our oppressor, because the writings were basically on the wall, as far as segregation and the Jim Crow laws, but the elites seen that how when you look into the Negro communities at that time, they were doing for themselves, you had mom and pop shops that were thriving in neighborhoods, in these different communities in different cities around the country, you see. So they seen that, so they had to come in a way to join us together, and Jake was simple back then, because basically you were fighting for rights as far as sitting at the same countertops in these restaurants, and drinking from the same water fountain as your oppressor, when he had nothing to do with you, and the platform that he ran under was a platform of unity, so to speak, and when he basically was assassinated, okay, all right, but that was all the Lord, man. His mouth needed to be stopped, man, but it just goes to show you, okay, all right, even if you come in the name of peace, okay, all right, Esau, Edom, your oppressor, is still against you, okay, and that's what his legacy, so-called legacy, was about, man, okay, all right. Now, I want to get into the little history about this whole thing about when they tried to make this day a national holiday, okay. Now, the title reads, 9 states say no to MLK Day, okay. Now, I want to get into the story real quick, right? The story says, it took 15 years to create, it took 15 years to create a holiday for Reverend Martin Luther King after the assassination of King. Congressman John Connors introduced it for a national holiday. Of course, it didn't happen immediately. It took former President Ronald Reagan to sign it into law. Not everyone agreed to the holiday. That was to be expected. However, it is no need for people to believe that all states were for the holiday when in actuality they were not. Here is a look at 9 states who had an issue with getting on board with the new law. So the next time you are passing through one of these states, just remember they didn't want MLK Day. So they might not want you there now, especially those who have not changed the name and still celebrating Confederate Robert E. Lee on the same day. So it just goes to show you, okay, all right, through the spirit, there were states that actually celebrated Confederate soldier or Confederate general Robert E. Lee on the same day, okay? And you have states that celebrate it to this day, okay? It just goes to show you the spirit of America, man. Babylon, you see, okay? These people hate you, man, Okay? And they would never to be with you, though. And the scriptures back up that thing that you're not supposed to be in league with them. You know? Right? I want to read a little bit more, and then we're going to get into the scriptures. All right? Just want to pass by some of these states right here, right? Arizona, all right? The governor of Arizona, rescinded the day in 1987 after it went into effect in 1986. Okay? Citizens of Arizona voted to enact MLK Day in 1992. A boycott was set off in 1993, and the NFL had to move the Super Bowl from Phoenix, Arizona to Pasadena, California. So the only reason why really Arizona really put it back into law, okay, because they really wanted to boycott it, was because their chances of hosting future Super Bowls. You see? All right? You got Idaho, now was the 47th state was actually to recognize MLK Day. Lawmakers of the state questioned whether or not Dr. King was really important and decided the third Monday of January would be known as Ohio Human Rights Day. The state still refers to it as Ohio Human Rights Day, Just go to show you all of this work that he put in, and this is what you get, though. But like I said, the sentiment of the citizens of America, which is the so-called Edomites, okay, all right, is in a different agenda than what the elites had set up, And this is all to continue to put that covering cast over the people, man. Really the children of Israel, which is you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Okay, all right. These people are not with you, man. You still try to latch onto them, man. Okay? And he ran under that platform of Christianity, man. But you know what? I'm not even going to read the rest of this, man. But you can see the states here. You had New Hampshire, you had Ohio, South Carolina, Virginia. I'm going to read Virginia real quick, right? Once known as Lee Jackson King Day, the state honored the birthdays of Confederate generals Robert E. Lee, Thomas James Stonewall Jackson, in addition to celebrating King. In 2000, MLK Day was given its own date, with Lee Jackson Day moving to the Friday before MLK Day. So the Friday before that the Monday comes, they celebrated those Confederate soldiers, man. It just goes to show you the writers are on the wall, man. The writers always been on the wall, man. Okay, all right. And this is going back now. With these whole situations, was going back. It's going back now 18 years. And further than that. Because they tried to enact the holiday from 1986. All right. But you have these states here, Alabama, Arkansas, and Mississippi, that both celebrate MLK Day and Robert Lee E on the same day. Okay? So that's just the spirit of America, man. And really, like I said, the scriptures say that we were supposed to be yoked up with these people anyway. We're supposed to be separate, man. And let me pull out a couple of scriptures. All right? Let me get... Look at Isaiah 52 and 11, right? Depart ye, go ye out from thence. Touch no unclean thing, but go ye out in the midst of her. Be ye clean that bear the vessels of Yahweh, And that's talking about the potential elect, man. We're supposed to depart from the ways of this place, man. This filthiness of this place, man. Anything that this place represents, man, is unclean, man. All right. They're promoting homosexuality at an alarming rate. Which the scriptures are clearly against that. But these so-called Christians can't see that, though. Once you start asking them questions about that, they don't want to. They want to jump from that. This place is coming as a mingled perverse spirit that's mingled in Babylon. We're supposed to come out from the midst of her and be ye clean, man. Purge our ways, man. Put off that old new man, because we bear the vessels of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. We're supposed to not be equally yoked up with these people, man. Because he again he was on a platform of unity and peace, and meanwhile he had people sitting on these so-called counter sit-ins. They call them sit-ins. When you go into these white establishments, though, and then you had the people getting all kinds of stuff dumped onto them, you know, as far as food, you know, beverages thrown at them, you know. And I want to grab right. Let me see. Right? This is Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 21. I have not sent these prophets, yet they ran. I have not spoken to them, yet they prophesied. You know? But if they stood in my counsel, and I had caused my people to hear my words, then should they have turned from their evil ways and from the evil of their doings, though, you know? Because our people were wicked as hell back then, you know? All right? Right? I am the power at hand, thus saith Yahweh, and not a power afar off, you know? Can any hide himself in the secret places that I shall not see him, saith Yahweh? Do not I fill heaven and earth, saith Yahweh? You know? And that secret places was the guise of being set up, all right? MLK being set up, you know, and leading the people astray, man, you know? All right? We were in the spirit of separating ourselves from them, or being used to separating ourselves from our oppressor, man, you know? But our oppressor seen that we were started to thrive, you know? Because ultimately what really happened was after the king was assassinated, okay, that's when they were already infiltrated into the neighborhoods already. So now they was able to flood the neighborhoods with heroin, you know, okay? They were able to set up some type of kingpin, all right? You know, a lot of these big time kingpins, all right, especially like in Harlem, a lot of them were set up by the CIA, man, you know, all right? So you had the heroin flooding these areas, man, and that's what destroyed the people, man, you know? I have heard what the prophets say, that prophesy lies in my name, saying, I have dreamed, you know? And that's the famous speech from MLK, you know? You know, he wasn't coming in the right spirit of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, you know? He was speaking in the guise of Baal, man, or what you want to call Jesus Christ, you know? You know, that Christianity was the foundation of his movement, you know, right? How long shall this be in the hearts of the prophets that prophesy lies in the mind, you know? Yea, they are prophets of the deceit of their own heart, you know? And he was speaking out of his own heart, you know? A lot of those speeches were written for him, okay? All right? He you know, added in his little bit of flavor to it, you know? But it was on that same agenda, man, you know? Right? Which caused my people to forget my name by their dreams, which tell every man to his neighbor, as their fathers have forgotten my name for Baal, you know? And the scriptures are clearly against us coming to with any other people, man, you know? Because these other nations, heathen nations, man, you know, are profane, man. They're outside the temple, you know? So in what way are we supposed to come together? Because I'm still waiting for those scriptures to come out, because not one scripture was pulled from all his speeches, okay? You know, when you look at his quotes, his so-called famous quotes, you know, they're all the words of this world, you know, vain just vain talking, you know, vain speeches, you know. He wasn't coming in the right spirit, you see, you know. Like, I want to hit some more scriptures real quick. Let me get all right. Let me get Leviticus 20, verse 26. Let me start at 1. All right. And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, Again, thou shalt say unto the children of Israel, whomsoever he be of the children of Israel. You know, that's the point right there, you know. So we see what the topic of the discussion is, all right? All right? Moses speaking unto the children of Israel. So now I'm going to jump down to verse 26. And ye shall be holy unto me, for I, Yahweh, am holy, and I have severed you from other people, that ye should be mine, you know? And that's the point right there. Yahweh severed us from other people. All right. And to back that up real quick, grab a couple of milk scriptures out of this. This is Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. Let's start at 1. Well, you can start at Deuteronomy 1:1 real quick, right? Right? These are the words which Moses spake unto all Israel on this side of Jordan in the wilderness, and in the plain over against the Red Sea between Paran and Topel, and Lebanon, and Hazeroth, and Dizabin. Okay? So the point is that who he was speaking to. All right? So now we're going to jump to 7th chapter, 6th verse. For thou art an holy people unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. And Yahweh, thy power, have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Yahweh did not set his love upon you, nor choose you, because you were more in number than any people, for ye were the fewest of all. All right. And like I said, though, he kept his oath, man, to our forefathers, man, to this day, So we were supposed to be separate from everybody else from the get-go, man, All right. This is Matthew chapter 10. All right. Verse 34. All right. And this is coming out of Yahushai's own mouth. Okay, what you people ignorantly call Jesus Christ. Okay, because it's in red. He says, think not that I come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. You see? All right? And the basic sword is destruction. Okay? And it's also an instrument of severing. Right? For I come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law, right? And a man's foes shall be they of his own household. You see? And that's the point right there. Because the scriptures say, two shall be in the field, one shall be taken and another one left. Two shall be grinding at the mill, one shall be taken and the other one left, and that's that separation. You see, that's that separation, and to really land back on that separation further, let me stay in the book of Matthew, chapter 25, verse 31. When the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory, right? And before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divideth his sheep from the goats. All right? And them goats, is you can go into Daniel to get the goats, which is basically the king of Grecia, which is really these other nations, And he shall set the sheep on his right hand, but the goats on the left. You see? So that separation is going to happen when Yahushua comes back. So you Christians can preach all that togetherness you want, because my thing is this, okay? And hey, thus say the scriptures. You speaking the words out of your own heart, because the sentiment that's going on and the temperament that's going on in the country right now is contrary to that. No matter how hard you try to push it, that season of hate is coming up about this place, man. You can go on different comic boards and see that, the sentiment of these everyday Joe Schmoes, okay, all right, they hate you, okay, they hate you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, but you still try to be joined unto them. And Yahushua is speaking to you through his prophets, man, and through these scriptures, man, that you're not supposed to be with these people, You're not supposed to be with these people, man, All right? But like I said, you're going to learn the hard way, man. You're going to learn the hard way. All right? This is Micah chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with a sore destruction, And this is the valley of the shadow of death, man. Everywhere you turn is death, Drinking the water is death. Breathing the air is death, You can't even basically go about your way, man, without facing a near-death situation, man. And it says that this is not your rest, man. This is not your rest, man. You're not getting any kind of rest here, man. Waking up to an alarm clock, busting your ass day in and day out, man. Living paycheck to paycheck. This place will destroy you, man. The ways of this place will destroy you, man, because it's contrary to what the Heavenly Father has set up for us, man. Everything this place does is contrary to the scriptures, man. Yet they want to claim to be people of the Bible, man. Or they want to hold the Bible in esteem, man, and not read the contents of it, man. All Christianity is a false commentary, man. That doesn't have nothing to do with the scriptures. Christianity has nothing to do with the Bible. Right? Right? I said, it says, if a man walking in the spirit and falsehood do lie, saying, I will prophesy unto thee of wine and strong drink, he shall even be a prophet to this people, man. And that's what you Christian pastors are, man. You prophesy of wine and strong drink, man, which is those false philosophies, man, and the false way, and the false sense of hope, and to think in a vain way, man. To continue to have prosperity in this country, in this place, man. When this is not your rest. You're not looking for the kingdom. You're not looking for Yahushua to come back. That's why I said this, that Yahushua said, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua said that he's a power that's not far off. You wanted to speak of him just being like this power, but not talking about any type of salvation or thinking or considering that you may need to be saved, man, from this man. Right? Verse 12, I will surely assemble, O Jacob, all of thee. I will surely gather the remnant of Israel and put them together as the sheep of Basra, as a flock in the midst of their fold. And they shall make a great noise by reason of the multitude of men. So Yahweh is the one, Yahushua is the one that's going to basically assemble us. Okay? All right? We're not going to be led by somebody like who MLK was, which our people reverence to some type of high degree, man. All right? All right? The speeches of MLK is contrary to the scriptures. You see? All right? Let me grab a couple more precepts and finish up. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 14. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion have light with darkness? Right? And what accord have Hamashiach with Baal? And what part have he that believeth with an infidel? And that goes with the men, that are in this truth, man. A great millstone, man. We're not supposed to be unequally yoked with these unbelievers, man. We got to start separating ourselves, man, from these worldly people, man, that we deal with, on a daily basis, man. Can't be their friends, man. Can't be their buddies, man, because it's gonna come a point in time to when they're gonna turn on you, man. These people are of the world, man. And my thing is this, man. Hey, man, you ain't in the truth, man. What fellowship should I have with you, man? What should I have with you? What is there really for us to really talk about, man? We ain't talking in an upright conversation. What is there really to talk about, man? Anything else to talk about is of wickedness, man. It's a folly of this world, man. Basically darkness, man. You know, because like I said, these people don't give a damn about the truth, man. You know, you know. And then if you do try to talk anything of truth, man, they get mad at you. They want to be offended at you, man. Fuck you, man. You know, because when that time comes, man, you know, all right, these people will turn on you, man. All right, they're gonna turn their back on you. All right, they're of the world, man. You know. You know, that brotherhood, that brotherhood that we have amongst the brethren, amongst the Akim, man, that has to get stronger, you know, as this place goes down, man. You know, as time moves forth, man. As these prophecies start rolling, man. You know, you know, you know, but the point of this lesson was, you know, basically, you know, the speeches of and quotes of MLK is contrary to the scriptures, man. You know. And that's not what the Lord prescribed for us, man. You know? And the spirit that's coming out of these Edomites, man, in this country, man, is a spirit of division, man. You know? And you people got to wake up, man. You know? People got to wake up and just take this place for what it is, man. You know? There's no you chasing no picket fence here, man. This place is almost at its end, man. There's no future for you here, man. You still want to hold near and dear to this place, man, and there's nothing here for you, man. You know? All right? The people are not for you. These other nations are not for you. They're not for your turn, man. Your turn is coming, but they're not for your turn. You know, they wanna include themselves in the scriptures, though. Okay, that's the sentiment of the elites pushing this Christianity, though. But the sentiment of these everyday Joe Schmo crackers, okay, these Edomites, okay, is to come up against you, man. You know, you have to see it for what it is, man. You know, that covering cast, man, is being broken down, man, through the scriptures, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, you know. So with that, I want to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Waha Kodash Rakar, Barakathum. Double honor to our apostles and elders, a great millstone, and peace and blessings to the Akim that's doing this work in sincerity and truth. Shalom.